Another week has come to a Thursday. That means that we have our gigantic indie news for you today. My name is Mr. Anderson. We're going to be talking about me today a lot. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I forgot. So this happened last week when we did this. This is how big this Comic Con is. And we're going to have to edit that when go off the air because it's so huge. And why is it so huge? Well, let's take a look at why it's so huge. This is a Comic Con happening this weekend. It's the Comic Con forecast, but one Comic Con in particular is bringing the noise in Central Florida. And that is, you see it right here. This is the Comic Con the 17th to the 20th, Central Florida Comic Con. On the 19th through the 20th is when it's happening. That's Saturday and Sunday. It's going to feature Alfred Page. I'm going to be there. Terrence Barker, John Crawford, Lenny Pavlov, who's the genius, Brian Blair, Bugsy McGar, Travis Gibb, Nicole Jobin, Marcus H. Roberts, Glenn D. Turner. Hanging with the Web Show is going to be there with a Comics in the Classroom panel. It's insane. It's all going down in Central Florida starting Saturday. Start packing your bags. I know the Midwest is getting snow. It's the perfect time to come down to Florida. And, of course, we've got two other great shows to talk about. I don't know why Joseph Duas didn't come hang out with us, but someone had to represent indie comics in Alabama, and what a good choice to have Joe do it for us. Joe Duas, of course, is part of the Advocator, which we will be talking about in just a few minutes. And this is also great to see that another person who's related to the Advocator, who's just done an amazing alternate cover, which we're going to be talking about on the program today, Karen Silva, is actually going to be in California. So I want you to see the reach right now. This is it. This is the moment we've been talking about the Advocator's power. We're going to be talking about the Advocator in Florida. We're going to be talking about the Advocator in Alabama. We're going to be talking about the Advocator in California this weekend. Look at that reach, and it's only going to get bigger with every issue. This is what I've been talking about. By the time we're in the winter, and I'm talking about the Winter Advocator, I'm going to put up a Comic-Con forecast, and instead of it being a Comic-Con, I'm going to put the Advocator reach. And we're going to use a map like this, and I'm going to show you every state where every creator has been throughout the year with the books. I'm going to show you how the Advocator is taking over the world, or at least the United States. We'll get to the world in 2020. 2019, United States. 2020, the world. All right. I'm excited, man. We're close to getting 100. Everyone of you watching the video, please take a minute. Let's go over to the Advocator right now. I'm so excited. I can't contain myself. It's the Winter Advocator. We got a brand new look to the and this is Karen Silva has brought it to us. Here it is. It's exciting. It's exciting. I'm gonna load us up in the background and we're gonna play the video. The ADHD is in control today. There's going to be a sexy voice, I promise. Hold on. Advocator presents Winter Edition. The Advocator is comic-sodes of indie comic book franchises, giving you more of the characters you love. Indie Comics franchise shorts. And this week's featured stories, there are two, are Void and Mary. Let's check out why they've been picked to go together. First off, the Winter Advocates, Welcome to the Void Zero was one side of the coin. Here's the other from Chuck Pino, or just Chuck now, the indie darling. And from Joseph Duas, if someone you love died, would you remember them for who they were or who you wanted them to be? This is Mary revised. And here is why we're doing the crossover. You guys got to come check this out. We're announcing the new official cover of Welcome to the Void story, and it has got a lot of Easter eggs in it, and one of those Easter eggs right there is from something from Joseph Duas. It is actually a big character. Who is it? You got to check out more, ask some questions, figure it out. This is an Easter egg after all. Join us for the winter edition of The Advocator by pledging today. Now, personally, I want credit because I'm filming that with bronchitis or pneumonia. As you can even hear during the live videos, I cough a lot. I actually held in every cough, and that was not easy. Second, oh my God, is this amazing. This art is absolutely amazing. We're going to be back to the Chronicles of Villains in just a second. Here it is, the winter edition. My goodness, this is the new cover. We have to look at it. We just have to look at that. And I know what all the Easter eggs, and of course I tease. I'm the devil. I have to tease. And I love the fact that the caretaker's over here just floating under the tree. It's just Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. There's things there that I can't point out, but they mean something. They mean something. They mean something to other projects. It is awesome. That's what the Advocator is. Why haven't you backed it? Why haven't you backed it? Did you know? Did you know that I sound like an infomercial guy? I'm going to take it down a bit. I'm going to take it down a little bit. I'm so excited. I'm like a little kid. I sound like an infomercial guy. All right. Did you know that for $1, and it's all you need, I'm going to tell you why. The project isn't about making a comic book, but rather bringing the passion of indie comics to life. We want everyone to come join us on this journey. We want to reward everyone for their support. So for a single dollar, you can choose your favorite story from the Advocator lineup, and we will give you a special PDF version with that full story and the first page of every other story. All that, all for the support of a single dollar. You will be rewarded. Come on, you cannot say that that's not awesome. I mean, just look at the. We're gonna take a look. We have to take a look. This is just exciting. Here's what's in the book. Okay, you can choose between these stories, which are Welcome to the Void Zero was one side of the coin. Here's the other by Chuck. This is the Void Point 5. Everyone has a first day at work, even mobsters. Travis Gibb broke down, and 4 dead bodies. But what happens when they're not broke down yet? We're going to find out. Mary Revises our only 8-page story. I'm actually clapping, so I'm so excited. If someone you loved had died, would you remember them for who they were or who you wanted them to be? Brought to us by Joseph Duas, who is in that cover oh, you see, it's an Easter egg. I can't spoil it. I won't spoil it, but it's awesome. Modern Testament's also awesome. It's the ancient story of Noah, and his ark gets reimagined for the modern world. And Frank and Travis, we got to talk about them because they're also on Kickstarter. It's crazy. I know we're late for the news today. We're going to go as long as we have to. There's a lot to cover. I want to get it all in. This is exciting. Where is Travis? We should get Travis on here. Does anyone know Travis? Someone reach out to Travis and tell Travis to get him his button here. Travis, we need you. And then Grimwood Crossing follows the Monster Hunters. Excuse me. Monster Hunters in the Wild West. In a short story, they hunt down the ghosts, which have been the ghost of a witch, which has been haunting the trail into the town. That's really awesome, and I love this. Jamie Primack, I love it. Here it comes. This is the best, and she wrote this. This is a great. I mean, if you're talking trailer, I mean elevator pitches, or even just something for a trailer. This would be it, man. The mismatched interstellar heroes of Binary Star drop in on a wild party on a black market planet. But while they're building giant tequila ice luges and getting into territorial bar fights with talking dogs, a psychopathic seductress stalks them from the shadows. How awesome is that? Seriously, just okay. You know what? You know what? Watch. Advocator presents Binary Star, this week's featured story. The mismatched interstellar heroes of Binary Star drop in on a wild party on a black market planet, but while they're building giant tequila ice luges and getting into territorial bar fights with dogs, a psychopathic seductress secretly stalks them from the shadows by Jamie Primack. Also featured on this Kickstarter is Mary Revised, Grimwood Crossing, not broke down yet, The Void, Point 5, and Modern Testament. All right, so it's just awesomeness. And of course, this is important. This is what we do. This is it. This is here. This is the why. This is why we're doing what we're doing. And I want you guys to be aware of it. So I'm going to read it to you, okay? I'm going to take a drink. Get this right. All right, here goes my announcer voice. The Advocator Presents is a collection of short stories from indie creators who had their own pre-established franchises, now offering continued short stories of the characters you have fallen in love with, and may even gain some insight into those characters. For some of our creators featured in this volume that you are already a fan of, you get a new story that has never been seen before. The Advocator Presents is a new way to advocate for creators and their creations by allowing them to create and challenging them to create new stories within their worlds and then advocate for each other on the Comic-Con highway. A great benefit of this project is that the creators are all equal in this project. and all creators will get an even share of the printed books. No one creator shall profit over the others outside of the hustle of sales on the Comic Con highway at their tables. Now you understand why I'm so excited, right? You get why I'm so excited. And I'm not even in the book. I want you guys to realize that's not mine. 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 I'm not even here. I am in this capacity. I'm really just the advocate for the advocator. None of this is my work. None of this is something that is something I created. However, the advocator itself is my creation. It is my idea that Travis Gibb helped me, definitely co-created the idea which it's currently at. I came up with the original one, and he made it better. And that's just the best way to put it. He made the idea I had, and he made it better. I'm hoping people are dropping links like Travis Gibb, who's watching. I hope he's dropping his dog days so we could get him on. Maybe we can even bring Travis on to do some talky talk. Um, like I said, we're going to go as long as we have to for this news program. It's not like I have to get to a doctor's office or anything. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not about the doctor's office. I probably should go, but we can take as much time as we have to. These are some amazing projects, and I'm super excited about. We're going to be talking more about Frank Martin, more about Travis Gibb, because they have news on their own. And here are the covers. And of course, we just announced that The Void is going to have an alternate cover, which we're going to go main with. We haven't decided. We might go to a stretch goal where we bring this Void cover in for a special stretch goal. We got to get there first, though. We want to get funded first. So as of now, we're officially replacing this cover with the Chuck cover that just got released. Stay tuned. We might do some. We might do some. Here's the Modern Testament cover. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Binary Star, absolutely love it. Grimwood Crossing, fantastic. And the not yet broke down. Martha Schwartz is going to color it. We're gonna get something. Something's coming. Something big is coming. We're excited. We can't. Martha Schwartz. It's going to be in the second book. Joseph Duas is going to be in the second book. I'm in the second book. And you know what? You know what? Just for those of you on the Facebook, just for you on my Facebook feed, I'm going to give you a quick look. I'm going to give you a quick look. Some stuff that no one else has seen. This is going to be an issue number 2. What is it? What is it? Why is she holding up the monsters? Oh, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. And look. Why does it say we're not monsters? What does that mean? Oh, man, you got to stay tuned. It's all about teasing. It's all about teasing with the Indie Devil. Although I deliver too. It's not just a tease, I promise. And you guys are going to be seeing some amazing stuff. I mean, look at all these creators. Look at how fit. Jamie Primack. I mean, just a rock star in indie comics, man. Rock star. Did you see that cover that she's got going on for this? I think that every creator who's ever been in an interview with me, that when we talk about the covers, every single one of them has literally singled that one out as one of their favorites. I mean, I think Travis at one point had said that he would back that over his own cover, and he's like, and he said it. He's like, I'm not saying that lightly. He's like, as a business person, I definitely like my cover better. But he's like, but that's just so amazing. That cover is just instant. Like you see it, and you're hooked. What's going on here? I need to know. Modern Testament, beautiful. They're all beautiful covers. I mean, Grimwood Crossing is a skull flying in the air. How can you not like a skull flying in the air? How can you not be excited? You guys should be sharing this. You guys should be throwing money at. This is literally the definition of just take my money. Come on, guys. Why haven't you? I'm super excited about this. I need to take a breath. I need to take a breath. All right, let's check out some other stuff. I'm getting too excited. I'm like a little kid. It's how excited the Advocator makes me. So again, we're one day going to have this giant forecast map where we're going to be able to talk about everywhere the Advocator is. And then I'm going to put little advocators. I'm going to put little advocators, maybe the different title. That's the goal later in the year, and I need you guys to help me get to the goal, of course, by sharing it and backing it. Some amazing people have already backed it. I'm not going to blow up anyone's spot, but there are people out there sharing it. I love it. Thank you so much. We appreciate everything everyone has done. It is super awesome of you guys. You guys are rock stars. There's no way around it. You guys are just rock stars for all the support you've given us, and I really appreciate it. Remember, and I do stress this as I'm trying to take a breath and take it down a little bit. We only so I never did this. I gotta just add something real quick while we talk. Uh, your money won't come out till the end of the month. So those of you who are like, "Well, I don't have the money. I'll have it at the end of the month." I want you to know that you guys can actually back it right now. Believe it or not, you're fine. Back it because you are not going to have any money taken from your account till the very end of the project. So on January 31st, around midnight. So like February 1st, the money's going to come out of your account. So if you don't have it now, but you know you're going to have it later, awesome. And if you're like, I don't have a lot of money, $1. Trust me, we're excited about the $1. Four people have taken me up on it. I hope 400 take me up on it, honestly. The more people who back this, the better. It's not just about funding, but it's about getting it out there. It's about getting everyone aware of things. Let's talk about being aware of things. Let's we'll reload this and we're gonna go check out some Kickstarters. I guess some sad news here. Chronicles of Villains has not successfully funded. You know what, guys? Still take a look at this and go out there and click on Shawn Michael Wince and then tell him it looked awesome. Tell him not to give up. Uh, you know, he's a great guy. It's not an easy time on Kickstarter now. We're going to be talking about a lot of failed Kickstarters this year, and I'm already seeing the trend. It's not. There's something we talked about this last year. I warned people about this last year. I had people tell me I was crazy. I didn't know what I was talking about. I was off the reservation. Oh, I didn't know what I was talking about, and now we're seeing this. It's getting harder and harder. Our goals have to be more. You're gonna have to. Here's my opinion on it, because of course you guys are asking for it. No, in a way, I guess you actually are asking for it by showing up to my videos. So here's my opinion on Kickstarters and why they're having trouble. Called it last year. It was a trust issue. This year, it's about building confidence. And I think what it is people don't understand. Why would you need $5,000 to make this book? And I'm calling this book out because I do believe it's got quality. I do believe it's a good book, and it also had this. So, okay. So we're looking at 25% for shipping. That's actually very true. And artist fees are 25%. That's even low comparatively. You get the 9% for the Kickstarter, you get 5% for advertising, and then printing 35%. So now here's going to be my suggestion, and you're not going to like it. You're going to have to give up in the future printing or artist needs. And more than likely, you're probably going to have to give up artist needs because people are tired of paying for comic books. And it's just the truth. It really is. I saw someone do a Kickstarter 2 years ago of a totally digital book. That might be the way to go for some creators. You might have to do two Kickstarters in the future. You might have to Kickstart it as a digital to get your artist fees paid, and then maybe Kickstart later to do a printing, or maybe do a Kickstarter and then an Indiegogo. Do your artist needs on Kickstarter, do just PDF, and raise as much money as you can. I don't know what else to tell you guys. You're not going to be able to come to Kickstarter to ask for great amounts of money anymore. It's just the well has dried up. It is not going to be as easy. And let's just explore some projects real quick, because I want to show you guys that it's by far not the end of Kickstarter. And this is something that I want to stress to everyone. We're just going to take a quick look at some amazing things going on. So you got, we're going to do Wailing Blade. We'll pick Wailing Blade. We'll take 5 blades, because I actually did want to show this on the show today. We haven't gotten at it yet, but it will be added. And there's some great stuff to talk about that. We'll do work for $1 million. And now these are the pretty much, now notice our project's not here. So you can see right away that there's even like kind of, this is comics and illustration. You don't always get everything right up there. So let's go into here. So it says 103 projects. So everyone ranks. Corn Roast has been on our show. You got, so you see, I mean, 3,000 is I guess this started off. So we'll go over here. We'll look at this one real quick. Soul Pact is going to be something we'll feature today. We'll talk about real quick. We'll do Jamie's thing. And Jamie, I didn't even know was on Kickstarter. But I'm going to show you that there is ways to still make money on Kickstarter. So I want people to realize that it's not like it hasn't, like there isn't still something going on. And you can see still the Avocator is not listed anywhere. It's kind of hurtful that we're so far down. And we'll talk about the Make 100. And we're just going to look at these. And Hollow Testament was something I wanted to talk about anyway. So we'll bring that up. And again, and you can't, there's no determining, there's no determining why this is the way it is right now. Why there are certain Kickstarters higher up, like the Avocator. I mean, it's not definitely not the amount of people who backed it. I know that already because we've had more backers, and I know that we've made some more money. And you know, and we'll talk about some stuff. We'll call some stuff out. We're just looking at a lot of these things. And finally, there's the Void, but I still haven't seen Dog Days. Lita issue 3. I didn't even know this was on either. And that goes to show you that, sometimes you just don't know. Realm of Spirits. And all right. I'm not going to stop till I find Dog Days. So I'm just going to keep going till we get Dog Days because I want Dog Days on the show. And then we'll end on Dog Days. So I'm trying to show you guys, if you haven't figured it out yet, what I'm trying to do is we're going to just take a look at a lot of Kickstarters. We're just going to give a feel for it. We're going to look at the amounts they're looking for and who's funding and what it is. So, and where the hell is Dog Days? This is really starting to get upsetting that there is no Dog Days. And we'll give him some love to this because I like the title of it. Yeah, I don't. We're gonna have to look at Dog Days the other way. But again, how do you make sense of where these particular projects are? Just it boggles my mind because Dog Days, unless I passed it, which is possible, but we'll go over here. So we're gonna start in the Commando Ninja Backman Nam, the comic book. So 71 backers raised, about 1,400. So, and he only asked for 1,300. So here we go. It's back 12 days to go. Probably end around $2,000. Let's do Dog Days. I want to see Dog Days up here. So let's take a look at Dog Days. Dog Days has got 5,000. It's got 112 backers, and it's gonna make it. With the math that you have 15 days to go, that should just land perfectly at about 6,000. 6.5 if they up their ante. So now let's give it a look because this is something that we feature. I can't stand that piano. We're gonna update it a bit. Here we
go. Welcome to the Dog Days Kickstarter, a crime noir tale that follows a pair of canine detectives embroiled in a cult attempt to murder and skin its citizen. Meet Barnabas, brand on the job and willing to help, and a crime too big and too sinister for him to handle. Meet Wolf, a hard beat detective who's been on the job for a long time, not excited about Barnabas on the case, and she has her own problems with the litter of pups on the way. Animals being skinned alive, taken somewhere sinister, as we explore into the dark noir world of Dog Days. With Dog Days, we have some amazing pledge levels that we want to get you connected to. Here's just a few. For just $10, you can get the digital PDF of Dog Days. Just $20, you can get the graphic novel in print, all 120 pages shipped to you. For those who love the bad guys, we have an exclusive Kickstarter cover called the Butcher Edition. If you want to be in Dog Days, now is your chance. Have a cameo in Dog Days as your favorite pet or as yourself, as whatever animal you want. Hurry now, pledge today, before it's too late.
All right, I'm just reading up. Central Florida had a news in the article in the Ledger. Brian said that's very true. I'm just catching up on some comments. Brian said I'm very sexy. Thank you. Brian also said, "Who's Travis Gibb?" Oh, he's that guy with the dog. You guys are going to meet officially if you haven't met this weekend. I don't know if you guys have actually ever met. And that was the end of the comments for a while. So, okay, Dog Days is on its way, but it's a $5,000 goal. It is part of Losing Iron, so it's a big brand, and even it's struggling, which is weird for it because it is a good book. The art is great for it, so we're gonna see it. And Wailing Blade. This is by Comics Tribe. So right there, I mean, Comics Tribe is huge. So this is something that looks awesome. It's a 100, I believe. Yeah, make 100. So it has like 100 special to it. It looks awesome. We'll give them some love. We'll show a video. We'll give a peek. We'll give a peek at the video. Sorry, I can't. I don't know if that music is copyrighted, so I'll just give you guys some quick look at it. But again, funded 266 backers. See, they have the backers to bring this, and that's important. You guys have to understand you need to have the backers to be able to do something. And I think people are overestimating their reach right now. And remember, Facebook is doing you no justice. It's not making it easy to do Kickstarters anymore. They're going to make it intentionally harder now to do Kickstarters. So I want you guys to be aware of that. This is 5 Blades. This is brand new. We got a super special. Okay, I don't know if that music, so I'm not going to get in trouble for
myself, a comic book artist in the making, born in Frederick, Maryland, living in Austin, Texas.
I'm gonna have to look to make sure that we can play that music. This is the first time I'm actually looking at it. Just got launched last night. I want to give you guys the heads up. There's an early bird special here. $15 gets you free shipping in the U.S. You get the 5 Blades. This is Marcel Dupree, my friend. He's part of the creative team. You got Joshua Micketts and Lamar James. Martharon and Justin Birch, all part of it. And the $15 special gets you free shipping in the U.S., get 5 Blades plus the PDF and a 5 Blades print. That's pretty cool. $15. As a matter of fact, I pledged. I actually got it. I got the early bird right here. When you're doing this, make sure to be careful. One of them did not have free shipping by accident. Marcel did put up a proper one. So if it says shipping, don't get discouraged. Just look for the other one right next to it. Should below or above it. So I think that they'll fund, because this is literally day one. They're gonna hit $2,000 by the end of the day. So they'll be probably funded within 4 days. And this looks fantastic, by the way. The art in this is spectacular. It reminds me of the Batman Dark Knight's Returns run. It really has got that gritty kind of art to it. So if you're a fan of that, you're going to love this. Let's go on to look at a couple other ones. Works for a Million, a new graphic novel based on the 1978 series by Eva Zambaris, starring Helen Kerm's crime fighting's first lesbian private eye. Okay. Sounds cool. There's no video, so that's always going to go against it. I don't know when it launched. It's got till February 15th, which basically gives it a month. So we're going to assume it's new. It's already raised $7,000. So obviously, Hope Nicholson has created a fan base. And this is important because I've had creators ask me, like, I've had people come up, well, how can I get my project funded? You have to have whatever you ask for, you have to have the money for it. So if they have $7,000 right here, okay, that means to get to their goal, they need about triple it. So they need 600 backers as at the current pace. Now, of course, you have rewards down here which get you faster. 250 is the highest one. There is no limit. Script consult. So, I mean, there's ways to get there quicker, obviously, but for this one, you're going to need about 600 backers to get that. So maybe we'll take a look at it later on. This looked pretty cool. It's got 13 days to go, 150. And this is the Imaginary Voyages of Edgar Allan Poe, and this is from Hocus Pocus Comics. I actually pointed out because I know Brian is a friend of theirs, and hopefully Brian likes the fact that I featured it. It doesn't show a graph. I was actually hoping we'd see a graph. I guess this is from Hocus Pocus, and that's Garrett from the web show.
It's cool that the kids get to know that. Because I didn't know that till college. I knew about Poe till college.
That was, I want to say Tampa Bay. That's Tampa Bay MegaCon probably going on, or just Tampa Bay Comic Con. But you guys can see the video there. You can search this. This isn't something we were asked to actually cover. So because we haven't been asked to cover, it won't be on our site, but we're at least looking at it. As you guys could look randomly. That's why I'm not playing a lot. Soul Pact is about to hit goal. Just launched within a week. Evolutionine brand, Marcel Dupree behind it. So Marcel gets on Kickstarter a lot, and he brings the backers. Already almost 100 more backers than we have. The Avocator. Of course, the Avocator is a little bit of a more difficult book because of that. And it's like he said, this is a cheesecake book. And as a matter of fact, he calls his character Blurred, which is apparently a black nerd. I did not know that until Travis had said it on a recent program. And I guess there's a new term all the time for something. I mean, I am the one who created comic sods. So I made a new term for my book. I don't know if he necessarily made the term or is he just using it, but you get the point. This is an amazing Kickstarter. Cheesecake refers to the fact that it is a little over sexual, so it might not be for every viewing audience. But knowing Marcel, it's going to be a great story no matter what. Over sexualized or not, he's going to give you a story you're going to enjoy. Let's see. And it goes up as we come here. 29,000. Jamie Tyndale is ripping it up, man. Of course, he's behind White Widow. He's worked for the I've actually seen him at certain cons, and this is just amazing. I don't know if I was trying to see if my friend is. Let's see the creators section, if there is a creators section. There is no creator section. I guess this is just about his art in particular. And you can see he has some stunning art, man. No kidding. He did a Rolling Stones cover. I don't know if that's an official Rolling Stones cover, this one, the Canadian Girl. He's done some great art. I mean, my goodness, this guy can draw. This is beautiful. You guys should spend some time trying to look at this today if you can. And again, 361 backers, modest goals. So this is something you guys should start thinking about. What is what I can do? And here we are. We're getting now. This is a moment. I mean, let's see. Did he do a chart? I don't know if he did a chart. I'm gonna say he didn't do it. Yeah, he didn't do a chart. So okay, this goal, $3,387, sounds so specific. I believe that he's counted every penny he needs. And that's cool. I get that. But sometimes you should count what you can afford to do. So, as a perfect example, and of course, I think he'll make the goal now, beyond a shadow of a doubt. But imagine if he had made his goal 3,000 and not 3,387. Maybe cut off the 387. He would power to the 3,000, it looks like, and go beyond it. Maybe it's more important that you guys hit a goal and then do that. And don't do the reverse. Too little of a goal, I found out, also makes people nervous. So you have to have a moderate goal. I would suggest what I'm noticing is between $1,000 and $1,500. Very attainable, very easy to get, and it can pretty much help your project. You might still have to put some money in, but them's the breaks, kids. All right, so we have Sunmaker. This we brought up on a show. This is from Ryan Croth, and he's on track. Just released recently. He's on track. He's 1,700 away, so he should do that in 22 days. 75 backers. So to get that, he's gonna have to land at about 100. At his current pace, he'll probably have to land at 125. So he needs about 50 more backers to clear it. So again, looking at your goal versus what you're actually getting, notice that no one's funding really quickly. It's very rare, but it happens. We did show it happens. Here we go. The 100. Preston made just 100 covers from the Guinevere and Divinity Factor special edition. This is just for Kickstarter. Super cool. He's already made his goal. Kept it low. Kept it loose. Didn't really need it. This was something special. Smartly kept it low, and he's already got what he needed to make this happen. So super excited for him. Hollow Testament's getting closer to its goal. This has got a bit of a shorter run. I didn't realize it. This only launched the other day, and it's doing a short run. So this is a Hollow Testament. It's a crossover between the two franchises. Here, I'll let them explain. Because this is Frank.
Hi, I'm Frank Martin, creator of Modern Testament.
And I'm Luke Cooper, creator of Hollow Girl.
On the surface, both of our comics couldn't be further apart. One is an anthology that follows ancient beings in modern times, and the other is a gritty, supernatural action thriller about one girl's quest for revenge.
But they're actually more alike than you might think. Hologo at its core is driven by deep biblical themes like vengeance and restless spirits, which makes her perfect to go up against a cast of mythological creations.
Following the same format as Modern Testament, Hollow Testament contains 3 standalone short stories, pitting Hologirl against a different biblical being in each one.
She would have to face off against Joan the Divine, Cain, and Death, as she continues her mission to help tortured souls find peace.
Thanks for taking the time to check out the Hollow Testament campaign, and please let us know if you have any questions about it.
To support our project, please click on the reward tier of your choice. Your pledge to bring this project to life will be very much appreciated.
Super excited about it. I love it. I don't back things on camera anymore because that always goes wrong. But you guys see, great project. Of course, it just started. Barely got it up on the site, but I'm going to be backing it. And by just backing it, I'm going to send out a message to people that this is interesting. And it looks like it's going to be a magazine format, which is cool. Huge fan of the bigger books. You guys who are fans of me know. All right, so here's Fargo's Lounge, and this is what would be considered a cheesecake book. So now here's the thing with the cheesecake book, and I did want to point this out. Unlike Hollow Testament and a lot of the other ones, this is going to definitely lean into some sexuality. It's kind of, you can see right away. That's what they do. They're going to over-sexualize other creators' creations to sell their book. And I'm just stating the fact. This is not a judgment. I'm not trying to judge it. I'm just pointing out exactly what they're doing. The reason I'm pointing it out is look at the backer count. 81 backers making $5,000. So what probably is happening, we look into their backer things, is that people are buying just the book stick. And I'm reading that verbatim. And you guys can see $55. So their average pledge is a lot more than other things. And we're just going to stop scrolling because I'm not aware of anything else about this. And I mean, look, there's obviously a fan base for this. They got less fans, so their shipping's probably less, believe it or not. And they're making their goals. So, I mean, again, your fan base. This comes back down to your fan base because this is 81 people raising $6,000. I mean, they've still got 14 days at their current track. They'll probably, let's call it 120 backers for, I'd call it between $7,000 and $8,000, if not more. Because their ticket prices are, I mean, on the average, let's do the math here, just to get you to where understanding of what this is actually accumulating math wise. 5,879 divided by 81 backers equals $72. I guarantee you, no one is averaging $72 that we featured on the show today, except maybe one. The Jamie Tinsdale one, maybe he'd be close to that. Beyond that, and he had a lot of backers on that, so even I doubt that. I think his average ticket was probably about 40, 45. But I mean, and this isn't, I mean, what is this? A 24-page sketchbook. That's it. 24 pages of just sketches of hot girls. Franchises, and I don't know how they get away with this, honestly. This to me would scream copyright infringement. You would think that they would be forced to take it down. I guess it's a parody or something like that. I don't understand it. The outfits I understand because that obviously does, but then they're on top of Han. So I mean, or it's a Riverdale actually here because it's Betty and Veronica is what they're going for. So I mean, I don't understand how they get away with it. I really don't, but it works for them. And that's something important. They found what works for them. And that's what we're kind of looking at today. Here's Cyber Lita. Now, this had a $500 goal. This campaign, I believe, came back. I think we were either doing Lita 2 or was it 3? Either way, it's back. Jeff came back. I don't remember how we covered it the first time, but I think someone had suggested it to us or he'd been asked. But I mean, we can look it up. Let's actually do that. Let's look up Lita. Let's do this. Cybergirl Lita. And let's see about the past because I don't remember off the top of my head. All right. So here was issue 2, which did fund. Okay, so it was in August. So we were talking about this in August. So let's go back. 14 backers brought this to life, and they raised $700. So that's actually pretty good. Uh, a pretty outstanding, believe it or not. I hate the fact that this doesn't. Hold on. That's pretty outstanding. 14 backers, 700. I mean, that's even better. So, I mean, obviously it's not the average ticket price, but I mean, you're talking 14, 721, I said. Yeah, divided by 14 equals $51. So that's a good take home. And it's $51. That's funny because it's still less than that other one we were talking about, isn't it? All right, so let's do the cyberverse. We're trying to get to it. We'll get to that in just a second. All right, so here we go. Oh, so there was one that failed. All right, so let's see what they did. Okay, so they went for, they had 13 backers, only reached 400, uh, 34, and it only shows me that. That's ridiculous. That's definitely a coding flaw. All right, so he came back. I thought that it didn't fund it. I didn't want to say that out loud until I knew. Took his goal down. All right, so he got his goal lower, and he actually did it with less people. If you actually look at it, 16 backers. The other time he had more. And again, that's a good ticket item right there. 16 divided by 512. That's got to be, what is it? 512 divided by 16 equals 32. So that's a good ticket item. And again, 13 backers, 434. So he earned 2 more backers that got him over the finish line, which is awesome. Congratulations to him. I always like to see people come back and rise. Realms of the Spirits, it's having a little bit of trouble getting funded. Let's take a look at the video.
Hello, my name is Sylvester Edmonds, creator and writer of Realms of Spirits Blossom of the North Star. Blossom of the North Star starts on the second day of an 8-day prophecy. Shemaiah, daughter of Archangel Gabriel, is to be born to an oracle who can walk within the spirit world. But before Shemaiah is born, you will see her as an angelic little girl who will be saving the souls of her people from a soul-eating succubus. You can help us by pledging for a comic book and supporting us on social media and to your friends and family. If they're interested in fantasy, mysticism, and horror, then it's the book for them. And also, please enjoy the trailer. I worked really hard on it just for you. Thank you.
So, I mean, just got to turn this down as we look at the art. So this has got some stunning art, right? Here's a project I personally love. I have nothing to do with it. I love the art. I like the creator behind it. It's got some great imagery, and it's having trouble taking hold. I know that he's a little nervous about it. He's talked to me about it, and he wants people to be excited about it, and he wants ideas for it. And one of the things I did tell him, and the reason I bring this up is because it was in a public thread that he was asking Travis for help, and he had said that he's going to build his base. Now that's a very good idea, but a very bad time, because you want to have your base before you go to Kickstarter. So now I told him and this is helping him out and not judging him. This is the easiest thing to do. Is he's going to need press. You'll see how much press we've been on for the Advocator, and it still continues. We have 2 interviews on the same day. I still got to figure out how we're going to do that. I have an interview this weekend at Central Florida Comic Con all about the Advocator. And last year I did I think 1 interview, or I denied requests for interviews. Honestly, since I become a comic book creator, that has been more known than not known. And it goes back to, like, even some of the friends I have don't remember when we met because I wasn't noteworthy to them. I have a very good memory. I remember people. I don't always remember names well, but I remember when I meet people, especially if some people stand out, like Johnny C and Josh Dahl. Both think they knew me when I first got into a wheelchair. Hadn't realized they both met me 2 years before that at New York Comic Con at the Creators Connection. So sometimes it's also timing. It's what you're ready to do. And in the 2 years that they'd met me, that they didn't remember me, I wasn't ready to step up to being a creator yet. And that's probably why they didn't know me. I didn't have the passion there. The passion separates us. And in this particular product, you see a lot of passion. I told him to get his books reviewed. I think this could do something really awesome. But I mean, for an example, and this is just the truth, if you want to kickstart a comic, and I'm going to use myself, if you want to kickstart a comic, you got to look at how many friends you have. So I hate to say it, but if you're going to be a creator, you have to have a following. If you're going to kickstart, if you're going to do it the hard way and you're going to go up one at a time and you're going to sell it on the book and you're going to fund it yourself, this does not apply. But you need to have, let's see, okay, I'm a creator right now who's pushing a Kickstarter. Granted, my work is not in my Kickstarter. So I have had people ask me about that, but I have 4,050 friends here. Twitter, across my Twitters, I have, because I have a couple, because I have a Twitter for me, I have a Twitter for our site. So my personal Twitter, which I believe we're signed up for, and I'm going to show you the reach I have. I only have, I'm following more people than follow me. Ooh, the trailer's here. You know how bad I want to stop the show right now and go watch the trailer? He's riding a horse. I'm a huge John Wick fan. I'm geeking out now. But I want to look at the Indie Advocates. So we have an Indie Advocates. Ooh, Indie Advocates. There we are. So let's see what we have there. So our Indie Advocate, we have more followers than we're actually following. So we have 2,056, and that's not a giant number by any means. There are literally people. Look at that. We have had 15,000 tweets. Yeah, that's how busy we are. 15,000 tweets. Yeah, I'm that. I keep up that much. That's how I roll. I can't laugh right now. Okay, so then of course we have the original one where it all started, the Written Sins one, which again I don't think has much as, and I do have a Fetish Babies one, I believe. Written Sins. We are. Okay. And this one, we don't have as many followers as we are following, and that was our original one. So that goes to show you the different products and that. And then Fetish Babies, I don't actually think. Let me see. This even comes up. Here it is. Oh, Barbara, Fetish Baby. I think that we switched it purposefully for that. We have 5 likes, 502 followers, 2,265 following, and that I don't even know why we have that many. We're following that many, to be honest with you. And it doesn't look like we're really getting updates on this one. I might have to look into that and see what's going on. Of course, we're rebranding this year. That's a story for another time. But getting back to it, I mean, the people that I really look to with Kickstarter and are doing really good are Marcel Dupree. Oh, where is Marcel? They have the Dog Days. I thought I left Dog Days open. Dog Days, they've got Blades right now. They've got Soul Pack. They're doing amazing things at Evolutionine. I am always impressed by them. And consistency delivers the product, high quality. That has built him a brand. And that's what you guys got to do. You got to build yourself a brand. This just made its goal 31 backers. And again, that's a pretty good number. And then you want to look at your thing. And this is something Travis made me painfully aware of. In my books, I never did the extras. Wasn't a big extra person. Actually, if you go back to my original one, Fetish Babies, was the one that I had a lot of extras. And I made the most amount on that one. And I had a lot of problems. And I'll be frank with you guys and honest here. After this, and you guys can see it here, and these are my stats, all right? I had 95 backers. We actually had 100, but a couple fell off right before, and that sucked. We raised $2,521. Right after that, Jax didn't want as much money and the monsters. And basically, I took things out of this. I took them out. I just wanted the printing money, and I was willing to kick money of my own in, which I wound up doing to get the books I did get. Of course, some of them got ruined, sadly, heartbreakingly, and I'm still upset about that. I believe we lost 200 copies of Jax. We were keeping them in the garage. Really pissed off about that. We had right after the Hurricane Irma, water heater exploded, and that was it. I lost hundreds and hundreds of copies of my book. One of the worst days of my life. Might be the worst day of my life, to be honest with you. It was just a horrible fucking day. I couldn't be around my own son. I was so upset. I did not want him to see me. And I'll be honest with you, man. I don't care what people say about this. I was cleaning that garage out tearing. Things from my childhood were destroyed. I mean, I wanted to break down and just fucking cry, but I was too fucking mad. So after Fetish Babies, back to what we were talking about, I didn't want any more a bigger goal. I actually put my goals down because I had a lot of trouble with Fetish Babies and delivering stuff, and we wound up being out of pocket a lot. We had a problem, and you guys can see my latest, the one I just did, the fetishism tales. We got killed with censorship. I literally told my friends to stop sharing it about 2 weeks before we ended because people were getting in trouble and being sent to Facebook jail. It was freaking horrible. So again, 53 backers, 50 backers. So I know that when I do a project, I can basically get 50 backers to do anything. I mean, even here, the Monsters one, we barely made any money. But you know what? The Monsters one I did very digitally, but it kind of showed that there was a problem with the Monsters book, which we're going to address and we're going to change. And we're going to make you guys fall in love with it. And that was okay because all of this really made me basically understand things about Kickstarter I didn't. And I needed to even fail with this, to fail with this project, to come back stronger. And trust me, you're going to see a stronger both me and Barbara in the future. But I mean, again, 90 backers to the Advocator. I came back. We did things differently. I'm super excited about it. I don't know why you guys watching haven't backed it yet. You're hurting my feelings. And of course, for those who are tuning in now, we should look at that amazing project, The Advocator. And I'm not going to go through it all for those who watched earlier. The Advocator is basically changing indie comics. And the one thing I do want to point out is that all these amazing creators who are part of it are part of the team. They are the team. There is no leaders. Travis Gibb is the project leader. I am the advocate for this project, meaning I'm the one who is in charge of running the project on Kickstarter. And I'm going to be the one talking about it more than everyone else because Travis is doing double duty with 2 Kickstarters. Frank Martin is too. We're going to get Connor more active. We're going to get him on some interviews next week, hopefully. And we're going to get Chuck on some interviews this weekend. Travis will be doing some interviews with me while we're at Lakeland. I'm excited, guys, man. Big smile. This is one of my favorite projects ever because why? Here is the moment. And I don't think I can highlight it because it's a picture, but here it is. All creators are equal in this project. All creators are equal. So if you guys give $1, we're going to do it. Now I'm going to let you guys in just for you guys watching this video. All right. I'm going to try to convince Travis Gibb because a couple people have asked me about this, about the Christmas backer. I'm trying to get Travis to bring this back. It's a super deal. You get all the covers, all the alternate covers for $30. I'm going to see if Travis will let us bring that back. Not only am I going to try to bring that back, we're also going to get together. And if everything goes right, I'm just telling you guys, because you guys are my friends watching this, you guys are going to be able to get all the issue number 1. So my suggestion to everyone today is just back it for $1. Back it maybe for the digital one, just get $5. Pay attention. Bigger rewards are coming. Get it on the ground floor today. Because I really want to get to 100 backers. Help me get this to 100. We just had someone sadly drop a pledge, which sucks because it put us back under 1,500, and that happens. That's all right. We're going to get back up there, and you guys are going to help us. So come on, guys. Jump on in. Let's make this happen. We're so close to the goal. We're going to be at 15, so that's 1,200. 1,200 can be literally done in 2 days. Let's get excited. Let's start to chant. Advocator, advocator, advocator. Come on, guys. Get active. Speaking of being active, let's see how Bad Sushi did. We went on this long trip, right? We didn't check out Bad Sushi. Let's see. It is officially over. So we're going to be taking that out. It did not meet its funding goal by the deadline. And I don't know if that means this project is not going to get done now, because I don't know. I don't know if they actually got it. It didn't meet its goal, but I think they still got the money. But you'd have to check with the updates on that. And let's see if they did an update. We'll check to see live if there's an update. Here we go. No, there's no update. Not recently, anyway. We'll keep you informed. See, I believe that they're still required to deliver even if they didn't make the goal. But I probably should also reach out to the creator because we did get asked to do it. And I'm sorry to see it didn't fund. That goes to the whole thing about Indiegogo. Indiegogo, everyone says, is the new quick way to make money on Kickstarter. I am seeing people get success, but when they're getting success, they're not asking for a lot. I don't see people asking for a lot of money. I mean, you do get some people. Look at this, 10 grand right here. But then Night Stalker 1 and 2, 620 raised. Ghost Stories, and I noticed that some of the campaigns are a lot longer. Okay, $7. It's not going to get to where it needs to be. But again, some of these times it doesn't matter if they make their goal or not. And you see some more ended, and it doesn't have like the perfect. You see a lot of these are ended, right? So this is what I got when I put in comics. So someone had to actually do it. Let's see if there's an actual category where it does. Let's see all categories. Let's see if we can get a. Oops. Let's see if we can just get all categories up and see if we can find like a comic book category. I don't think there is a maybe creative works comics. There we go. So here we go. Here are comics. Ooh, Samurai and the Dinosaur. See, that instantly grabs me. That's great graphics right there. Beautiful art here. 10 days to go. 895.45. So that's looking for 16. But here, $25,000. Rusty Cage's Requiem of the Crazy Comics. So there's money. There's money still on all of this. It's just whether or not. And apparently, someone. I'm not even kidding. This just tells you, and this is funny as hell. Someone raised $72,000 to make fun of Trump. That's ridiculous. And all they wanted was 15 grand. That is ridiculous.
Professional color artist, creative director, entrepreneur, and collaborator on the brand new comic. What's up, Culture Warriors? I'm Brett R. Smith, professional color artist, creative director, entrepreneur, and collaborator on the brand new comic, Trump Space Force. You might recognize me from some of the films I've starred in. The Terminator, Aliens, Tombstone, Navy SEALs. I'm very pleased to announce the launch of this new and exciting project I'm working on with Chuck Dixon, Timothy Lim, Mark Pellegrini, and Dave Dorman. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this exclusive first look at Trump Space Force.
I don't know how I didn't know that this was a thing.
We're thinking of a sixth, and that would be the Space Force.
All right, I'm just going to turn this down because they're playing videos, and that could be very problematic for us.
Levers of power in global coordination. Their purpose, invasion and the domination of mankind. Now, only one man stands in their way. President Donald J. Trump, armed with alien technology granted by benevolent allies light years away. He calls on the brave men and women of America, you, to enlist in the Space Force, taking to the stars on Space Force One. Beyond our known galaxy, he will lead America from the front and confront this.
All right, I can't finish this video. I'm sorry. You guys can look it up on your own time. I can't watch the end of that. I like a good joke, but that's ridiculous. So I couldn't. I tried. I tried to make it through the video. I just could not. I want to go watch John Wick. I'm not sitting around watching something about Trump Space Force. It looked interesting though. It looked. I just couldn't tell if they were being serious or if they were going to make fun of him. I didn't get that feeling. Let's take a look at some other stuff. Let's do some news stuff. So, Mr. AnderSiN, that's my website. Check it out. Got an upgrade. We talked about this earlier in the week that I realized I didn't have a social media bar, so I put one in. You can find me on Facebook on my page, which goes directly to my email list. We'll actually open that. This is a link to, I believe this one's a link to, I don't even know which one that is. I know that's our group, my LinkedIn. I believe this is Indie Advocates. Okay. So that's the difference. The other one was my Kickstarter. So that's, you can find me on Kickstarter. See, it didn't do the Kickstarter thing. And that's Indie Advocates, Instagram and Twitter. And of course, I'll be at the Central Florida Comic Con. See, I was trying not to cough. That's why there was a pause. This is brought to you by the Indie Advocates Network. It's the Comic-Con forecast, which we'll be filming soon, and it's going to show you where all these amazing creators are going to be. Super awesome Comics in the Classroom panel going on at Central Florida Comic-Con. I'm super excited. We're going to be hanging with the web show. We're going to be doing so much awesome stuff. Travis Gibbs going to be with us. Nicole Jobin, Marcus H. Roberts, Glenn D. Turner, me, Terrence Baker, Alfred Page, John Crawford, Lenny Poffin, Brian Blair, and Bugsy McGuire, all going on in Florida. If you're going to be in Alabama, check out the Hershey Hershey Studios at the Huntsville Comic Con. That's in Alabama. That is also the 18th. Well, actually, that's tomorrow and Saturday. They took Sunday off. We're on Saturday and Sunday. And in Stockton Con is the winter is going to have Karen Silva, and he is going to be doing it on. Ooh, that's an interesting question. I didn't realize it didn't actually say. I believe. Oh no, wait, there it is. The 20th. So Sunday. It is there. It's just really small. And you can find all this information about me on my site, MrAnderSiN.com. All right. So we've been on for an hour. We actually had a pretty good long show. Let's do some comments. I know some people have been making some comments while we were talking about the Space Force. So let's do it. Josh Dahl just commented on something. Oh, he's got Barks. Let's do that. Let's do Barks for Josh. Okay, so we got some Barks to look at. And what else do we got? I know Brian had said something. That was Brian's video. I'm trying to, let's see. Oh, that's a different video. The Brandon Walsh. Oh my God. Saw the video the other day. Look at my hair. Hey, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Right. So look how ridiculous that hair was. It looks so blonde. And I don't know what was going on. My hair does not look that blonde in person. It was just something about the sun and all that. It looked crazy. Brandon Walsh. Oh, I don't know if I should be hurt about that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Here we are in our video section. Well, of course, we're going to get to the Barks in just a second, as promised. And we're going to take a look at some stuff. I just wanted to mute that. All right. Thanks for the love. You're welcome, Frank. Frank's awesome. I've got a Frank crush. Frank does awesome stuff with the Modern Testament. Brian says, reminds me of Teenage Mutant Ninja. Oh, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Brian said, awesome. Zachary Levi might be coming to MegaCon. Sup, Rob. Sup, Josh. Brian said yes. So that, of course, means that is Zachary is from Shazam. Central Florida Com had a news article in the Ledger. I actually shared that. He said I'm very sexy. I know I am. Thank you. Brian said, who's Travis Gibb? He's the guy who annoys me but is awesome at the same time. He's always trying to get me to do more work. Oh, he's that guy with the dog crime book noir. Yes, he is, as a matter of fact. Holy shit. I don't know why your shit has holes in it, but I would seek professional help to see why. Your poop shouldn't look like Swiss cheese. Brian says, I think Nicole could do a story for a future issue. Cool. Brian said, hi, Randall. Hi, Randall. Brian said, reminds me of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Krista said, hello, Krista. And then Brian said hello for me, and then said hello, Miguel. And I said Frank Martin to get him in here, and that book looks very cool. All the books look really cool, Brian, except for that Trump one. I'm on the fence about whether or not I can take that serious. That's all Fargo Kane does. Yes, I used to get their emails all the time, and I'm a fan of parody, and I'm a fan of stuff. I'm not a fan of blatantly ripping someone else's stuff off. And I do think that Fargo kind of, I mean, it's for a judge to decide, but for me as a fan, I do think they cross a line. I'm just how I feel. I think they cross a line. I think that they're selling other people's characters to make money, and I don't think that's cool. And Frank says, thanks for the love. You're welcome, Frank. Beautiful art. Yes, man. Sylvester does an amazing job with that book, and you keep saying the F word. Fetish? Don't say fetish. The Facebook police will come here. How dare anyone say fetish? I can't type it, but I can say it out loud. That's the key here. You cannot say fetish out loud. You have to whisper it. I mean, you can't type it. You can whisper it. You can say it. The algorithm's not smart enough to be in the videos just yet, but it's coming. They're learning. They're using that Google new code that the language that those machines are making to talk to each other. It's crazy. All right. So speaking of crazy, let's get something crazy good. It's the Barks comic, man. This is super cool. So now he goes around to different shows and has artists draw renderings of themselves to be part of the Barks universe. And I told him, man, you got to make this a book. This is just awesome. Some of the names he has in this, doing this as Gen, is just really cool. So I'm showing things off here. Got some Motor City stuff. So definitely check out that. I'll make it real easy for you guys to find them. We're going to put it on my Facebook. Actually, we'll put it in the video right here. So it'll be in the video, and I'll actually go ahead and put it in my Facebook. And my watch party. It's my party, and I'll talk if I want to. All right, so we're going to put it. Check out Josh Dahl's Barks. Whoa! We're going to take a look at that. All right. There we go. Shared. All right. So, wow. This is a pinup for Soul Pack. There are words that I just can't publicly say other than wow. We're going to leave it at that. I think that's super cool. And Michael Metlin's doing some art right here. Talking about Dog Days. Ooh, Boston Metaphysical Society. A new one-shot, The Spirit of Rebellion. That's really cool. Check it out. We'll get her to share it in our group. The Indie Advocates Network. Happy birthday, Betty White. Ooh, happy birthday, Betty White. I didn't know it was her birthday today. Damn, Betty looked good back in the day. Not that she don't look good now, but I didn't know Betty was like that. Let's take a look at Betty White. Damn, Betty. And that's just some other stuff that we don't need to be concerned about. All right, let's head back to our site, Indie Advocates. Been waiting for us. We were talking about all Comics in the Classroom panel. That's in Central Florida. That's January 19th. You can actually click on the Comic-Con forecast and you will see the exact room. We put all the important information into there. So check it out for certain. Spoiler Country interview about the Advocator. Did a great job, me and Travis Gibb. I was on Larry Patrick Hagan's show, Niobe's official YouTube channel. Check it out today. Great one. I was on Draw and Talk. Great conversation about whether or not comic books are good, or comic book reviews are good or bad. You should definitely check it out. I think it was worth it. And we were on Comics Launch. How awesome is that? Which is also attached to Comics Tribe, which we saw one of their projects today on our show, paying back the favor and always helping each other rise together. Let's take a look at This Week in Indie, which we've now condensed down into this nice little section here. It no longer has its own show, but we mention it this day of the week every week. You Create Comics is partnering with Columbus Recreation and Park. An amazing thing. There's an opportunity here for you creators. You should click the link. My friend Claudio Gajardo is creating experimental contemporary comics. Check it out. Check out Hanging with the Web Show. You guys are going to see us being featured on their show, so I wanted to feature them, give it back. Newsfeed, 7 Days in News. We had the new release of the Stabbity Bunny Ever After. Come on, you know you want that. Just look at that cover. And Newsfeed, pre-order the Ogar. Oh, I always say that wrong. Hold on one second. I actually might have something cool to show you guys. I need to distract you while I figure something out. Here, watch. I'll show you a video you haven't watched yet. Watch this one. Advocator presents indie comic franchise shorts. The Advocator is like web episodes for indie comic book franchises. Short stories giving you more of the characters you love. This week's feature is Modern Testament by Frank Martin. The ancient story of Noah and his ark gets reimagined for the modern world by Frank Martin. We are super excited by all the press that we've been getting and all the love that we've gotten through backing and through support. Please join us and become an advocator yourself today for this amazing project, changing how indie comics are viewed. So I might have something cool coming up, but until that comes or doesn't come, oh no, sorry. I thought we would do it. I'm gonna arrange it though. So I thought I was gonna be able to show you something cool. Not just yet. You're gonna have to wait. But back to our show. Sorry, not all. Sometimes people message me and I see if they're busy, and if they're not, I have them come on. Of course, our featured Kickstarters are Hollow Testament, Soul Pack, Winter Advocator Edition, Dog Days, and The Spirits Realm. Now we're going to change this a bit for the weekend. The one that's not moving right now, I'm telling you, is the Advocator. That's because this site gave birth to it, so that's going to stay there. But the other four, we might actually completely change out for the weekend. We got some new Kickstarters coming in. We got some changes to be made. So stay tuned. Uh, and let's go over some news, shall we? And of course, remember, you can see me in Lakeland this weekend at the Central Florida Comic Con. And that is news. Hellboy is making his way to Orlando for MegaCon. How cool is that? The new actor picking up the role is going to be there. January titles for Source Point Press you were asking about? Well, they're here. Click the link to see what's going on. Last call for the multi-show discounts for SuperCon alumni, and Marcy Sparks is all the rage in Hollywood right now. And Josh Blaylock talks about Marcy Sparks going to Hollywood. Interview with Dynamic Forces. You guys got to check that out. It's a great read. OMG, Felicia Day and a mystery guest. What? Wait a minute. What is this from SuperCon? You got to check it out. Never mind the Furthermore film today, and of course, it had the amazing Brian K. Morris and his Rising Tide brand on there, and he's super awesome, dude. And Chuck reviews Angels of Hell. So if you want to know what was going on for Angels and of Hell, that's the man to talk to about it. And the Comic Con forecast, I think you guys have heard about it today, so we're gonna go on with that. Travis Gibb had an amazing signing yesterday. Super excited for him. He was with Carl Malone. We can hopefully see more of Carl this year on the Comic Con Highway, along with Travis Gibb before the newborn comes. I know he's going to have to take off the middle of the year, which kind of stinks because it'll be a lot of the summer shows he's going to miss. But I think he'll be back out with us by fall. Create Comics is partnering with Columbia Recreation and Park here. Check it out. And we just filmed our Kickstarter talk program. Of course, we did the news yesterday, and we have some more guest announcements for SuperCon. There's been a lot in the last couple days. It is beginning to pick up on the Comic Con Highway. And this is USMA4, a decommissioned marshal assistant that is brought back online for one more job. It's something coming from Rob Sally. You got to check it out. Super awesome creator. And we're going to have more news as the weekend goes. I'm just going to give you guys a scroll. We're going to have a review, possibly, if I can get my shit together. We're going to have a new awesome review. Being sick sucks. I think we're gonna head off now, though. I think we covered a lot. We talked a lot. I know I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But I wanted to check with the comments before I go. Make sure I haven't missed any comments, because of course you guys are awesome. Checking right now to make sure that I'm not forgetting anyone's comments in either the watch party we had going on. Let's see. Don't think anything's in the watch party. And apparently the watch party ended, which is weird. And let's see. I don't know why the watch party died, but apparently the watch party died. That was weird and uncalled for. It's the first time watch parties failed, though. Maybe there weren't enough people watching it for a while because I'm not technically signed in anymore because we signed off. And let's see. Well, maybe I accidentally closed it. Let's see. Garrett. Let's see. I'm just okay. So Brian says, "Fuck." There you go again, saying the F word. Fetish, 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 fetish. Rob Anderson. I put in the link to the Barks, which you guys can check out. Brian also said Garrett's giving you some love for this weekend. Power Hour of Love has become a huge supporter of comics in the classroom. They're a huge supporter up in Daytona too, and I'm going to be on their program. I still got a lot to catch up on. Being sick sucked. Being hurt sucked. I need like a secretary. I need a secretary. Anyone want to apply to be my sexy secretary? And I'm not discounting men because maybe, I'm not that way, but having a nice, attractive man around, because your assistants have to be attractive, right? And of course, I'm kidding. Don't write me hate mail. I get enough of that as it is. It's just a joke. People learn to laugh. That's what happens when you talk for way too long. We started this program over an hour ago. I think we covered as much as we're going to cover today. I'm going to thank you guys for being part of this. This is, of course, a production of the Indie Advocates Network. And starting after this weekend, I believe we're going to start collecting more creators so you guys can be part of our banner. So look forward to that. Drop us all your information. It's been a busy week for indie comics. And, of course, it's the week I'm sick as a dog. But we'll catch up. We'll get it all on our site. And we'll be talking about amazing things come next week. Thanks for tuning in. We have one more program officially scheduled. You will be getting special live videos from Lakeland this weekend. But for now, we will be filming the Comic-Con forecast in just a little bit. I think I'm just going to grin and bear it. I'm going to take a little bit of a break to rest my voice and then be right back on. So we'll see you soon. And remember to support the Advocator with just $1. Please, please, seriously, no jokes, straightforward. The Advocator needs all the support it can get because we want this to become something bigger and important and huge. Be part of that movement. Let's get this not only funded, but let's get this backer thing up to like 5,000 backers. And it's okay if we don't make 5,000. It just matters that we try. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Mr. Anderson. It's been my pleasure to bring you the Comic-Con Highway today. I mean, indie news today. Comic-Con forecast is in my mind. All right, guys. We'll talk soon.